Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's Janine here, and I'm super excited to be showing you this video in a whole new format this month. So we're going to be focusing on March predictions, but with the astrological elements. So this video is for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, the earth signs, and I'm a Virgo or Capricorn sun, so I feel connected to this one deeply. So we're going to be structuring this with just, first of all, what do you need to know, get some clarity on a couple things, and then pull some angel cards and some chakra cards. So let's just get straight into it. And this is going to be very general this first time, so all areas of your life, love, money, career, what is it that you need to know, and just see where the cards take us. As with everything, take what serves you and leave the rest. This is a general reading. If you have a sun, moon, rising, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this will probably feel relevant. If you don't know those energies, that's fine. You can just be reading this for listening to this for your sun sign. I find that the sun and the rising tend to be the most relevant information. But just take what serves you and leave the rest. You don't have to know that information. It's not completely necessary. Which is Taurus, Virgo, need to know for March. Alrighty, my earth signs. So, this is going to be a really strong month for you. You've got 6 major arcana cards of the 8. The major arcana cards are the strongest energy in the deck. So this is going to be a very powerful month for you. Straight off, you have the strength and the devil card. And that's some very, strong, literally, energy to be getting. This is going to be a powerful month for you in the world of material possessions, and in terms of your capacity of power. So this might be you moving up in your career. This might be you just being in a position of having a lot of leverage. You might be acquiring some sort of capital. You might be just being seen in esteem. You might be getting a lot of accolades from your community. In business, you might be being put in the spotlight in some way. Just generally seen as someone of power. If you are in a position of power in your company, people will be coming to you for advice. But this might be a time as well where you might be feeling a little obsessive about it. You might be greedy for the power. You might be greedy for that awareness. So it could go either way, but it's definitely going to be a time when that's going to be a big theme for you. Being in a position of esteem, being in charge, being a leader. Your ego might be something that you have to keep in check. This is something that you might have to find a little balance with. There's going to be a lot of financial gain here. So part of this esteem might be coming from making more money, buying property, having more financial wealth in general, and just being able to look out and see like, wow, look at all that I have achieved. There might be an influx of financial wealth, stocks coming through, deals finally signing through all at the same time. But there's this lack of patience you're going to be having in the month of March, and a lack of moderation. You're going to be wanting a lot. There's this definite element here of being a little greedy, of wanting things to happen now, of not wanting to slow down, of wanting to just keep going, not wanting to rest, and wanting to, and kind of be a little in the dark. You might wanting to be in dark places, be out at late at night, like at nightclubs, if you're in a place that that kind of opportunity exists, or just being a night owl, working into the late hours, doing things late at night in general, and not trying new things. You might just kind of be wanting to do the things that are familiar, the things that feel good for you. Earth signs, this definitely feels like a time when you're going to be sticking with the same old. I want to get some clarity here for the things you'll be acquiring first. So for this Six of Pentacles, this is definitely a really strong reading though. Whatever it's happening for you, it's going to feel very all-consuming. It's going to feel like you're in your own space, your own time. And it's going to feel like you're kind of doing the same things all the time. And you don't want to slow down. You don't want to change the pace. This is the way I want to do it. So whatever it is that this financial wealth is coming from, it's coming from something that you, a way in which you express yourself. So you might be in a field of writing, a field of something that's speaking related, maybe music, something that has to do with expression and communication. It might also have to do with something that allows people to be by themselves, something that they do in private. With the however it is that this money's coming about, this financial wealth is coming about, either you're producing it by yourself in it's a solo creation, or the thing that is created is something that's solo. But it has to do a lot with communication. So maybe it's something you create by yourself, or it's created for people to use by themselves. But it's something to do with communication and being alone, being in solitude, being in nature, being by yourself, being in privacy. But again, another major arcana, you feel like, I almost feel like you're about to combust. I just keep getting this really strong energy, like I'm almost getting anxious. You feel really tense, earth signs. Like you feel really under pressure, like you're very consumed with getting power, amassing some things to protect yourself with, to feel comfortable and safe. Very base chakra, and those are important. Definitely, we want to feel safe, we want to feel like we have all that we need, but you're definitely in a space of almost like that's what you're doing to make yourself feel safe, is consuming yourself with what's familiar, what's safe. I'm going to stay inside this box, I'm not going to rest, and I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to take care of myself. I'm not going to find any balance. I'm not going to find any moderation. I'm not going to take my time. I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to try any new things. I'm going to work into the late hours of the night. I'm not going to think about new ideas. I'm not going to, if people try and tell me otherwise, I'm not going to. The month of March is about you saying, no, I need to be focused on making money, buying property, making deals, getting powerful. This is definitely you using the month of March to I feel like you're preparing for something, earth signs. I feel like you are, like what is this, this strength card here? What do you think you need to get strong for? I feel like you are preparing for war almost. Like you need to think you're preparing for battle. Like I really feel like a warrior spirit is here, because your blinders are on. You're like, no, there's again another major arcana, the death card. There's some kind of transformation that you are preparing for. You are preparing for like Armageddon almost. I feel like that's what you're preparing for. You are preparing for everything to just turn 180 degrees. You are like, no, my world is going to flip all over, so I'm focused on just one thing. No, it's not yours. I'm focused on getting these 5 things in a row, and like the top things on that list are financial, planning, logistical, What's that big? Okay, that one was the right side up. Yeah, and you're not focused on people telling you it's not going to work out. Like, you're not focused on anyone who's going to say what you don't want to hear. Like, no, I have a plan, I have a focus, and this is an earth element. Earth elements are steady, steadfast, they're driven. They're like, that's the place I need to get. Okay, I'm going to get there. It may happen, it may take them a while, but they're responsible. They are hard workers. You, whoever you are, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, you are literally putting all of your energy in March into preparing your financial world, your material world. You're collecting all of your energy because there's some big transformation that you just know is coming. You just know life is about to change in a major way. And you're not sure, maybe, I don't know if you're sure exactly how, maybe you do know, but you just know it's about to change in some like crazy way. And you're not focused on what it takes. You're like, okay, if it takes all my energy, sure. You're not like, I'm not here to focus on new things. I know what my target is. I know what I need to be focused on. And that's what you're focused on. Let's see if I can get one more card for clarity here on this strength card. Because you're like, this is big. Like, you know in your bones, like, you know so deeply. It's like you've had dreams about this thing. It's like your great-grandmother visited you in your dreams and told you to do this thing. It's like you keep getting signs. Yeah, third eye chakra. Oh my gosh, you know this so deeply. You have probably been seeing signs about this everywhere. If you have psychic abilities, you have been hearing it, seeing it. You just know in your bones. Oh, okay, I'm getting so many sensations for this now. Whatever this change is that's coming, you have gotten so many confirmations from Spirit. And you might not still know exactly what it is, but you just know you need to be financially prepared for it. So this might not mean that you have all the money in the world, but you know, I need to separate my funds. I need to start a savings account. I need to start like sending out that letter. I need to communicate, like that might be part of what the communication is about. You're like communicating to this person, to that person, so that you can set things up so that when things are ready, it's like just a go. You're flipping a switch. You're just saying yes to this email because the communication's already been sent. There's something that you just know within you is gonna shift, and you are like, I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. And it's huge. It is like, I cannot express to you how huge it is. You have 2, 4, 6, 8 major arcana cards, and there are only 22. And bottom of the deck is another one. Okay, let's listen to your angels, because this is, what wisdom do the angels have for our earth signs, our Taurus, our Virgo, our Capricorn? Jeez, this is powerful. Like, I've never had a reading with this many anything else angels. And whoa, yes. A lot of signs. Okay, is there anything else angels that you have for our earth signs? Oh my gosh, so many. Okay. Woo, this is some strong energy. Okay, so huge. You are completing some kind of cycle. I believe with illumination and completion here, you have definitely been visited, either consciously or unconsciously. You know that somehow your guides have visited you and told you something's changing, and you've completed some kind of cycle. So you might have had Jupiter or Saturn, or maybe even Uranus returning in your natal chart, and this has moved you into a new state of evolution. A new cycle of your life has come through around, and it's like you are just ready to evolve. You are ready to take on this new phase, and you're ready with a fervor. You're like, yeah, I just know I'm supposed to be here, and I'm not afraid of this. And this opening up of this new space has just ignited this fervor within you. It's like you are now more, it's like the fire within you. You might have fire elements in your sun sign, or just a lot of other fire elements within your natal chart. So even though you have an earth element as your sun, moon, or rising, you might have a lot of fire other places because you are just on fire. There's this idea of like this circle just turning, and you are just rising up to the top, and you're getting here that you feel really hopeful, that you feel really peaceful, like you're at peace with this change. You're like, I just know, like there's no shaking you about this. You know so strongly, you're so peaceful about it that you feel nobody could tell you that what you're doing is wrong. No one can shift you. That's why you're not looking into new beginnings. That's why you're not resting. That's why you're not concerned with balancing this out with other things. Because you know so deeply and truthfully that you are that you're doing the right thing. You're preparing for something. You are ready for some big transformation. You just know it deep in your bones. That's why you're at peace with this. That's why you have this strong sense of hope, because you know something is coming. Hope is when you believe in something you cannot yet see. And because you do not yet know what this transformation is, you have a strong sense of hope. There might be this shift in your health right now because you are moving through this place right now. You're putting so much energy into this. So you might either be experiencing an awareness around like not such great health, or your health might be going through an improvement. But there's definitely this theme of health here. So paying attention to your health in March. This might be a good time to support yourself a bit more, especially if you're putting so much effort in here. The strength card here is the Leo card. So as well here as the sun card, this is a lot of the fire elements. And when we put a lot of fire into things, it depletes our immune system. So this might be a really important time for you, my earth elements, to be fueling yourself really well, drinking a lot of water, eating a lot of high vibrational foods, trying to not deplete yourself with too much caffeine, just being very thoughtful about your health. You're putting in a lot of energy, and your cellular body is going through a lot of change. So being mindful of anytime you feel your energy being depleted, what are some small things you can do to help restore yourself? I know you feel this desire to really push ahead, but notice if you need to slow down, even if it's for an hour, even if it's for a little walk, a short meditation, trying to get enough sleep. Your health is something that might be waning at this point in time right now, so try to pay attention to that. That's a big one that's really calling to me here. And whatever this next phase of your life is, part of what it's opening space for is more creativity and more art. You might be amassing this wealth so that you can find more space for more joy. You might be amassing this transformation so that you can connect to a softness within you. I really feel as though there's this lightness that's opening up because of, at the end, almost like you're in a tunnel and you're pushing your way through this tunnel, and there's this light at the end I keep feeling. And this light opening up is opening you up into this beautiful place where you're able to create. So you might be an artist, or someone that just feels very attuned to art, or who's always wanted to get in touch with your creative side and haven't really prioritized it, or haven't been in a space where you felt comfortable to do that. But I really see that there being this opportunity for you to be more creative in March, to be more artistic. So maybe that's one of the ways in which you can find a little bit of balance, is that hour of time that you might come away from all this effort and this you're putting into this transformation, is to color, to draw, or even just to look at art, to appreciate art. If there's an art gallery you can go visit, if that isn't accessible, maybe it's looking at art online. Maybe you can buy a book that has art in it, and that's something you can do to leaf through. Maybe there are conversations you can listen to online about discussions about art. But there's something here about creativity and art being a source of healing, being part of your journey in some way. And I really see it as being something at the end, like something you're working towards. So I really feel like this is part of the journey, part of the transformation, is revealing this art somewhere. And I don't know why I keep seeing that as like somewhere down the line. So that might be part of how you make money, perhaps. You might be part of a publishing company, or a painter or an artist of some sort, or maybe I'm picking up of an energy around you, perhaps. But there's something here about creativity and art that is more than just a source of healing, but part of the big picture for you. So I would pay, if that message is resonating for you, pay attention to that. Do we do the chakra cards? No, let's do the chakra cards. See if there's any or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh. Chakra cards. Oh, yeah. Woo! This is what I was saying with that fire elements. You're getting a lot of that Leo energy with the sun and the strength card. And now again here, you literally get the lion. Your intuition, knowing, trust, your gut instincts. You know this so deeply. Whatever this thing is, it's unshakable, your knowing of this. Trust yourself in March. Trust yourself so deeply. That's why you're so at peace with whatever this thing is. That's why when other people try to get you to do other things or try to encourage you to try something else or to find more balance or to like do less of it, you're like, no, I know I'm supposed to be doing this thing. Because you just know with that sixth sense, that third eye, that this is something you are supposed to be doing. This is just so deep. This is like when someone feels called to be someone's disciple, or someone feels called as a very young child to do something, and they beg their parents for weeks and weeks and months. These are those stories we hear of when we think they're completely ridiculous. This is what's going to happen to you in March. People might think it's ridiculous, but you just know. And again, here what I was saying with possessions, belonging, finances, you are going to be amassing your assets in some way. You are just going to know, I need to get my finances in check. You might be collecting real estate. You might be collecting material possessions, and not in a hoarding way, but in a way that's thoughtful. You are going to be figuring out there's just going to be some part of this plan that you know you need to be getting your assets together. And again, movement, like I was saying, some part of you is going to be needing to be disciplined. Some part of you is going to be needing to be very headstrong and persevere through this. You are going to be so dedicated and motivated in this. You are going to be so diligent, just like that earth energy you have, that it's going to be helping you, like with that lion energy, to move through whatever this thing is. And you also have here inspiration. This is inspired action. It's going to feel like your guides have told you to do this. This is all feeling so aligned. Connection here. This again, I think, is really feeling strong in that not only are you feeling connected to yourself, but this transformation is reminded you that you are connected to the whole universe. Because whatever this transformation brings you to, I really think it's going to open up a new part of you. And it's going to make you see the world in a whole new perspective. So this connection, I definitely think it's a big part of yourself, yes. But I really think eventually this connection is going to be realizing that you are connected to this world. Like, you have a real purpose in this world beyond what you've been doing in the last month or 2-3 months. And that you're truly supported, you're truly held. The last card here is sexuality. So you might have a partner already. This might be another part of your healing, is finding support from your partner, finding that openness with your partner, and embracing that loving connection with the partner. Our sexual energy is actually the strongest energy that we have. So paying attention to that, the beauty of that sexual energy, and how that can actually fill you up and be a source of release. If you don't have a partner, the sexual energy you share with yourself, how you love and honor your body, how you connect with your body, that love and connection you give to yourself. Again, sexuality and connection can actually be applied together. The fire element here is very strong, so I really feel like you definitely have some fire elements in your chart, my earth signs here. And embracing that fire element with yourself, along with your earth element, is what's going to take you through March. Like, even as I say that, my hands are getting quite hot right now. you are really becoming what they call in yoga tapas. It's that discipline, that fire that takes the steel and molds it into the sword. It's not just discipline, but consistency and the heat and the repetition. You are truly being molded and shaped into a new individual. And part of that is through your financial world, your material world, your assets, your discipline, your perseverance. So this might be in so many ways, but you just know there's going to come a point in March, and you might already know kind of what I'm talking about, but I don't have to tell you. I don't know why you're here. You just know. It is within you, like intuition. You know it. And it's all about doing it, but being thoughtful about taking care of your health, embracing any sexual relationships that are that have the ability to help you, find a little bit of comfort, a little bit of safety, a little bit of, honoring, a little softness, and realizing that there is something huge you are transforming for, that you are literally being shaped into a sword, and this is divine energy. Thank you so much, my earth signs. I hope your March is amazing. If you have any comments, any questions, please leave comments below. Like, share, subscribe. I love you all. I'll see you again in April. Namaste.